What's good, guys? Welcome back to the 12th episode of the Miami Dolphins franchise. Today we are taking on Christian McCaffrey and the Carolina Panthers, and we will start off with this press conference with this trench boost. Huge day on the ground for you in that last win. Those guys really up front really went to work and have to be proud of the way they performed. Of course, we are proud of the way they performed. They play a huge part in what we're able to do, and where they go, we follow. If they keep building chemistry and playing at this level, the sky is the limit for everybody up front, which is very true. As the rushing challenge for this game, the amount of yards rushing your team has against the Panthers will determine how much XP each offensive lineman earns. So again, we're going to be focusing on the run. I mean, usually we do try to, and then sometimes we get away from it. But with that boost in mind, we definitely want to focus on the run. Going into the upgrade players here, let's see who we have to upgrade. Wow, a lot of upgrades, and these are some important ones. So let's dive right into this. Jalen Waddle. Going to upgrade route runner. As by accident, I didn't do that, and I did deep threat, but by the way, that's fine with me, as he gets +2 catching traffic, +2 deep route, +1 release, +1 spec catch. I'm glad I messed up. That is perfect for me. Jerome Baker, we're definitely going to do pass coverage here, as I will keep boosting field general anyway to keep him a scheme fit, but we definitely want him to be better in pass coverage, so he gets +2 zone coverage, which is awesome to see. Raekwon Davis, I think I'm going to do power rusher just to give him a little bit more versatility as a nose tackle. So he gets +1 strength, which is huge, along with that +2 pass rusher. Tyreek Hill gets an upgrade. It's like, what do you even want to do with him? I'm just going to make him a better route runner, because why not? Make him a scheme fit. Make him an even better route runner, which is crazy, as he gets +1 catching traffic, +1 catching, and +1 med route as well, as that's awesome. Medium route, obviously. Liam Eichenberg will just do pass protector, just because obviously he really struggles there. So that boosts him up in overall. So he gets up to 68 with +1 pass block power and +1 pass block finesse. So that's good to see for Liam Eichenberg. Connor Williams, we will do agile, boost him up to that 80 overall without morale. So now he's an 81 with morale. As agile is upgraded, he gets +2 pass block finesse and +1 run block finesse, which is really awesome to see. And now the big one, Tua Tagovailoa. Give me that strong arm, baby. Please give him +1 throw power. That's all I'm looking for here. As he gets +1 throw power, that's huge. +1 throw accuracy mid as well. So that's awesome for him, as he's now an 80 overall as a field general, which is awesome. And we will start getting improviser up as we go through. But honestly, that's awesome to see +1 throw power. That's huge for today's game. But again, we are focused on the run and just for the XP. We aren't too worried about Sam Darnold. I'm more worried about Christian McCaffrey, but he does do work out of the pass game as well. But I think I'm going to do defend outside run to hopefully defend that short outside pass as well, as I was kind of between defend short pass and defend that outside run, but we'll do that for now. And then for the Panthers, we're definitely going to do run inside just based on our goal, because we do want to have a big rushing game, so that's what we're going to do. Obviously, for offensive coordinator, we're doing rush for 150 plus yards, because again, that's what the XP requires. We're going to do don't allow a sack against this pretty good, honestly, pass rush from the Panthers. I think they were top 5 in sacks last year, so a pretty good pass rush, so we want to try and avoid that. Let's try and put the pressure on Sam Darnold with sack the QB +3 times. And then here, let's just do 200 plus yards rushing, because we want to rush the ball a lot this game due to that XP boost. Like, that would be so important. That would be so helpful, getting a guy like Robert Hunt, Connor Williams, and even a guy like Austin Jackson better as a tackle and better as an offensive line. So definitely want to take advantage of this XP boost that we can get depending on the amount of rushing yards we get. So that's definitely something we will be focusing on, as I don't see any injuries so far on the offense. And then defensively, doesn't seem to be any injuries here either, which is, by the way, this is really surprising because practice injuries are on. But I am a little surprised that we haven't had a practice injury yet. Obviously, I'm thankful for that, but really interesting there. There are 2 setting changes that I do want to do as well. So as you know, we are 10-1, so it has been a little bit weird because we are winning so much. But let me explain, because with these sliders, when I do franchises on my own, I struggle a lot. Usually, I would never go 10-1. I'd at least be 8-4 or whatever it is, or 11 games. So I'd be 8-3 or 7-4, something like that. This never happens. And usually what happens, which is what I'm about to do, is if I upgrade QB accuracy even 2, they won't miss a pass at all, which is obviously unrealistic. They just won't miss a pass. Because we already are 10-1, I feel like we do have to increase a little bit. So we're going to increase QB accuracy +2, but again, that might be a huge jump. If you are into Madden sliders, that might make it a huge jump, and they might be unstoppable today. But honestly, we are already 10-1, so it's something that needs to be done. And just to increase, because look at the 99s, everywhere. Like, that's the most I increase everything. So I've tried to do enough of everything, but honestly, the other thing I can do is just boost wide receiver catching up 3. So that's what we're going to do for the league sliders. Is, again, usually I don't do 10 to 1, and honestly, maybe even if I didn't change it, like sometimes with leagues, then you go on a little bit of a losing streak, so that might have happened anyway. But because we're 10 to 1, I feel like that needed to be done. The last thing I do want to do is, because I feel like we're seeing a lot of the same plays, so I definitely want to adjust the play call cooldown and play call limit. So instead of 4, I'm actually going to lower this play call limit down to 3. The reason is because I would like to lower it down to 2 or 1 or whatever the case is, so I can't use a play more than twice, as usually it doesn't happen in the NFL. But what will happen is I'll run out of plays in those special occurrences. So basically, if the other team's running a Hail Mary and they do it at the end of the half and maybe at the end of the game, I won't be able to even run like that cover 3 more than 3 times. So I think 3 is fine there. And play cooldown is the number of plays that play needs to be called before you can call the play again. I'm actually going to increase this all the way up to 9, and we'll see how that works. Just so, again, we don't get the exact same plays every single time. So those are the 2 changes in settings that we're going to make. But with that being said, we're just going to hop into this game at Hard Rock Stadium against Christian McCaffrey and the Carolina Panthers. Kicking off to start to the Carolina Panthers, we're rocking the normal away or home jerseys in this game, but the normal jerseys, the normal turquoise jerseys with the turquoise top, white pants, and the turquoise socks. Obviously, this will be a little bit of a tougher game just because they have a good pass rush and they have McCaffrey, but Sam Darnold isn't that great. He does have average stats, 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Not too bad for Sam Darnold. Honestly, that's better than you would expect for a guy like Sam Darnold, who is definitely on a downward trajectory. So honestly, he's doing okay, which is, again, that's an improvement on what you thought he would do. So he's doing okay, but definitely our biggest worry is Christian McCaffrey. So definitely want to make sure he doesn't get going at all, as we'll lower Javon Holland into the box here, as we do want to watch Christian McCaffrey. He will be this entire offense, as Javon Holland makes an awesome tackle on Christian McCaffrey, man. Last game, he had 19 rushes, 71 yards, so not too crazy there. But I imagine he did a lot in the past game, as it is the Carolina Panthers offense in their playbook. Again, does get the running back involved heavily. And by the way, again, we're going to be running the ball on offense, so we will be taking a lot of time off the clock. So we definitely want to be able to make sure that they don't get too many points too quick, or else we'll be forced to throw. Instead, as Jerome Baker rushes up the middle to get Sam Darnold, McCaffrey was just standing there, didn't come over to make the sack. I was just waiting for something to happen. I was like, well, you know what? I might as well go attack the quarterback. So that is what happened there, as I will be using Jerome Baker over the middle here on Christian McCaffrey, as he runs a little bit of a post route and a sack for Nick Needham off the edge, and another 3-and-out to start the game, just like last week, as an awesome start, they will be forced to punt the ball. As we are about to see Tua Tagovailoa stats as he comes onto the field, 27 touchdowns, 12 picks, 3,000 yards. Pretty good start to the season so far. Again, the interceptions are a little bit high for what I wanted, because he should be an efficient quarterback. That's a little unfortunate, but no worries there. As again, we're going right to the run with Raheem Mostert as per the goal and as per what the game requires. We do have great field position after a 3-and-out and 2 sacks on the first drive, which is awesome to see. Great block there by Teron Armstead, man, and we get 7 yards on the first rush. That's awesome to see, as Raheem Mostert went wild last week. Obviously, that's why the title was what it was for last week's or yesterday's episode, because it was basically the run game just carrying us, man. Tua Tagovailoa barely had to do anything, and honestly, that is the goal again for this week, because we want to be able to have this run game go absolutely crazy, get some offensive linemen, some XP, as Chase Edmonds gets hit sticks, and he fumbles the ball. Tua, can you please catch up to him, as Tua makes an important tackle, as Shaq Thompson was the one who got the fumble, after Chase Edmonds, unfortunately, fumbles the ball. That's a bad start for the offense, man. Chase Edmonds, we cannot have you doing that, as you will go back to the pass, getting a user training tyndall on Christian McCaffrey. He just goes into pass blocking, and he has his tight end wide open, and Javon Holland lays the boom with a hit stick, as Sam Darnold starts off 1-for-1 for 20 yards to his tight end, as you will definitely contain here on Sam Darnold, especially just to contain Christian McCaffrey, using Jerome Baker on McCaffrey, as they do send him on a route this time, and we are covering. Unfortunately, again, Robbie Anderson finds his way open, as maybe increasing those sliders. Like I said, they are making them more accurate. They are catching the ball a little bit more. So again, those will be the sliders. To be honest, even if we win this game or anything like that, I cannot see myself improving the sliders even more. Just because, again, I think that'd be so hard. Like, it looks easy, but like, I think the reason we are 10-1 is like, we should have probably watched as they score a touchdown here to number 82. Is that Tommy Tremble? I cannot remember who 82 is on the Panthers, but for some reason that's who I think it is. No, It is Tommy Tremble, yeah. So Tommy Tremble scores a touchdown after the fumble by Chase Edmonds. That's really unfortunate. But back onto what I was saying. I should have lost like 2 or 3 more games. I don't know how I won the Ravens game, and I don't know how I won that first Bills game. I threw so many interceptions, but this team continues to just find ways to win. So that's why it's like I'm probably not going to increase the sliders again because, again, we already should have lost 2 games. We just found a way to pull it out. So, and that usually doesn't happen in my franchises. Like, usually those games are just L's, so it's whatever. But increase that a little bit because we already are 10-1, so it definitely needs to be tougher. But other than that, I don't imagine myself making any more changes. The only change I can see myself making is definitely still increasing the play call cooldown just because I want to use different plays for this franchise as in real life, like we wouldn't use the same plays over and over and over again. So that's the only adjustments I might make. But honestly, for now, that is what we're going to do with the slider. So I think we're in a good place, man. I think that gives the opponent's team a little bit more as, again, they might be going crazy now, but we already are 10-1. So that's where we are at with the sliders. As what is Connor Williams doing? Just go block the guy right to your left. He's the guy who made the tackle on his Corey Littleton. If Connor Williams could have just made that block, we could have had a lot more room to run, as we will give Waddle the ball on the end around. Let's see what Waddle can do on the ground. Hopefully Tyree can get out and get a block as we try to get the edge, but we can't. So I just put it up inside. Jalen Waddle breaking tackles, and a great run from Jalen Waddle. I didn't even know what to commentate there because I thought we were just going to stuck in the backfield, and Jalen Waddle makes nothing out of something. Or sorry, he makes something out of nothing. Definitely the wrong choice of words there, and I believe that should give us some rushing yards too for that goal, so that's really awesome to see. Going to give Edmonds another shot here. Hopefully he does not fumble again. Robert Hunt, get out there. Please get out there. Lynn Bowden, as he does 2 rushes for 9 yards with that fumble for Chase Edmonds. Definitely want that to improve. Let's see if we can get Raheem Mostert going on this quick pitch. Let's actually flip the play to the more open side of the field. Let's give Cedric Wilson. I don't love the look of this play, so we are going to audible here a little bit. Let's just do the inside zone split. I didn't like the play of the toss. Hopefully Gasicki can come inside, get a block here. We cut back inside. Raheem Mostert has yards for day, so a good audible by Mike McDaniel. It's nice to see 3 rushes for 27 yards on these Carolina Panthers as we will continue to go to the run. Let's get Sony Michel involved right away here as we start to enter the Carolina Panthers red zone. Going in, Sony Michel. Alec Ingle, please pick up that block, as unfortunately you can't on Brian Burns. That's a tough block to make for a fullback. Brian Burns is one of the best edge rushers in the league. He's one of the best, not one of the best defenders in the league, but he's a very good defender. I think he's underrated just because he had those injuries to start off his career. As Alec Ingle, go get that block. Thank you. Juke back inside. Raheem Mostert. Nice juke. Continues to break tackles, and he continues to feast on the ground. Already has 46 rushing yards, predominantly on this drive. This has been a great start for this run game and for this goal. Let's give Chase Edmonds the shot on the inside zone. Let's see what Chase Edmonds can do. Hopefully he can make up for his fumble. As JC tried to get out for that block, he doesn't, so we cut it back to the right side, and we do get about 5 yards on that play. So good job by Chase Edmonds to make something out of nothing. I finally said that correctly. And let's give the toss to Sony Michel as our goal line running back. Let's actually flip the play to the left side, and then we will definitely snap this, hoping to get the edge, find the edge, and just walk this in for the touchdowns. We will snap it with about 1 second left. The toss to Sony Michel, cuts back inside. Maybe I could have found a different hold as we do lose a yard on that play, unfortunately, making it 3rd and goal. As Mike McDaniel does seem to want to pass it here, so let's just go with the stick play as we do have Tyreek Hill on a slant. Let's put Jalen Waddle on a drag just to see what we can do. We have Edmonds going to that side as well. I don't see anyone open right now as I'm rolling out. Going to give Tyreek a shot on the aggressive catch, and unfortunately they do a great job to stop us in goal, and we will just be forced to kick a field goal, as that's a great job by the Panthers defense. Honestly, was kind of expecting to get away with 7 points on this drive as we drove all the way down the field with a run game, but they do a good job to get the stop in the red zone. They bend but don't break, and it's only 7-3 as we need our defense to step it up on this next drive. A horrible idea by the Panthers returner to bring it out of the end zone, as he only brings it out to the 13, as he could have just took a knee in the red zone. And a great tackle by Jerome Baker on Christian McCaffrey. He might have gained a lot of yards after that if he did not make that tackle. So a great play by Jerome Baker. That will take us to the end of the first quarter, as it is a close game, 7-3. And we move to the start of the second quarter. Let's drop back into the zone for probably the first time this game. And we will continue to use Jerome Baker over here as Christian McCaffrey is out on a route. As it is a QB run as Sam Darnold runs for 5 yards. Okay, Sam Darnold using the legs. Not really known for his legs there. But he does get 5 yards. So what can I say? I can't blame him. He gets 5 yards on the play. So going to use your Javon Holland over here as they put Christian McCaffrey in pass blocking. Okay, they get the first down, which is, again, nasty route there. Unfortunately, Brandon Jones makes a tackle, which is nice. But in what world is Christian McCaffrey in pass block in that situation? Obviously, it worked, so I can't say anything. But still, that's still ridiculous, man. Like, you should be using McCaffrey all the time as they are now on that route. But, man, why would you use him in pass blocking in that situation? That makes no sense. Using Channing Tindall over the middle. Covering him, he goes underneath to his tight end as he just walks out of bounds for a couple yards. Darnold starting off well, 5 for 6, 57 yards, and a touchdown. So the sliders are definitely putting in that work, which is nice to see, honestly. This is a little bit more realistic. He only missed that one throw in the end zone, so hopefully he'll start to miss a couple more. But he's making the better decisions and the right decisions, which some quarterbacks weren't, which is really annoying. So, honestly, I respect it there. Channing Tindall is just so fast, covering everything. Jalen Phillips, please get there, man. As he is just going to toss it up. McCaffrey finds himself wide open down the field. No one covering him. And they are up 14-3. The Carolina Panthers surprising the Miami Dolphins in Hard Rock Stadium. I have no idea what happened there. It was a play-action post-cross, so we were just supposed to stay in the flat. So I guess after a little bit of nothing happening, he just went up the field. What did Jerome Baker do? As Jerome Baker just lost in coverage, man. Or no, he started going after the quarterback for no reason. Did I accidentally press right stick? Maybe I accidentally pressed right stick, so he started going for the quarterback, I guess. And McCaffrey is gone as they go up 14-3 as Christian McCaffrey loses himself in the defensive coverage. And Jerome Baker is obviously upset on the field as some teammates are upset at him as well, as who wouldn't be, as unfortunately he loses his guy on the flat and McCaffrey just goes down the field for a touchdown wide open. That's really unfortunate. River Craycraft tries to do his best on that return. Let's go right back to the run here as we don't want to go away from that here, only down 11, so nothing to worry about here too much. As do we not know the play because of the momentum? Yes, it is because of the momentum, so we definitely want to get some momentum back as they make a good tackle because we do want to know the play. Sony Michel is struggling here, but I am trying to keep the ball a little bit out of Chase Edmonds' hands just because of that fumble on the first play. Let's just run the shock H option just because I know exactly what it is. I know what routes everyone is running on the 2nd and 7. Going to snap the ball. See who's open. It's Mike Gesicki open, and it's an interception for Tua Tagovailoa. And then he doesn't go to the end zone. He just stops as Shaq Thompson gets an interception now. That was a horrible read by me. I take full responsibility for that. I just didn't even, for some reason, I just threw it. I have no idea why. I just threw it. For whatever reason, I thought Tua could squeak it in there with that more +1 power. So they go right back to McCaffrey. A nice tackle by Jerome Baker. This is a horrible start to this game, man. I did not mean to throw that, basically. Like, I just kind of saw it, and I was like, oh. And I just threw maybe not in the right mindset there to throw that ball. That was really stupid of me, as that was clearly going to be an interception. So, bad play by me, as Sam Darnold will just throw it away on the 2nd and 8 to make it 3rd and 8. This would be a huge stop to keep them to a field goal and keep us in this game, as we will have to get away from the run a little bit, man. As this momentum where it messes up the play is really annoying me, so want to get some momentum back as well. But, man, that was a horrible decision by me with Tua Tagovailoa, so I will take that. As they do find another guy wide open, their tight end continues to feast on us, and he gets a touchdown. Blake Jarwin for the Carolina Panthers, as now they go up 21-3. And honestly, I'm shocked. I kind of feel like we're just going to run all over them like the Jets, but clearly they are a little bit better than the Jets, and now it's 21-3, and we find ourselves in a hole. I think the best thing we can do here is try and score once, maybe twice, hopefully, before this half ends, and then score again right after the half. 2 touchdowns and only be down 4 if we get those 2 touchdowns. That's definitely something we're looking at, but we're shocked, man. They have all the momentum as they should, and we have not come out to play here, man. We definitely need to focus up here a little bit. Let's run this dagger play because this is not looking good for us. Going to hope to get someone open here on the pass here. Looking at X as he is open. Mike Gesicki over the middle, and he jukes back in, and he continues to fight for more yards. That's a really awesome play for Mike Gesicki as we do get some yards and get a little bit of momentum back. That is huge. As you will go back to the run here with Chase Edmonds running the halfback base. So hopefully Connor Williams can go over to the right side and help block on that superstar in Brian Burns. But he doesn't, as Connor Williams is really struggling this game, as he is really not picking up the right blocks. He's kind of just standing there. So definitely wanting him to do a little bit better. Let's go right back to Chase Edmonds here on the run. Make this 3rd and manageable, and hopefully not make it even 3rd and manageable. Let's just hopefully get the first down. Good blocks from J.C. Treader, and Chase Edmonds almost gets the first down. Let's hurry it up here, as if we didn't get the first down, I want to go quick as it is 3rd and inches. Let's give the ball right back to Chase Edmonds. Get Robert Hunt pulling as he gets a block, and Chase Edmonds powers forward for the first down. That's huge. I really like the hurry up there. Keep the Panthers on their toes as a defense, and let's go right back to the run game. Again, the routes not being known in the play messing up is kind of affecting me a little bit, probably affecting me on the interception as well. As Connor Williams does do a good job to pull there. Jalen Waddle with a nice block there as well, as Raheem Mostert runs for a bunch of yards there. 5 rushes for 68 yards. Raheem Mostert has been awesome for us as our running back and as our running back one. Let's go right to the RPO here. So we have Tyreek Hill, because we switched the play, Jalen Waddle and Raheem Mostert as options on the stretch. Let's see who we have. I'm just going to give it to Mostert here, cut it back up the middle, and they lay some wood again as Raheem Mostert gets hit stick in the backfield, but in this time, he does not fumble like Chase Edmonds, which is huge. Let's run this empty slot underplay, motion Chase Edmonds out of the backfield, and hopefully pick up some yards with the pass here, as we will motion Chase Edmonds out there now, as they know it's a pass, but hopefully we can find someone open on this play. As I do see Jalen Waddle over the middle, secure catch for the first down. Thank you very much, Jalen Waddle, for that first down. We are first and goal, which is huge to get some points here on this drive. Let's give Sony Michel a toss play here. Never mind, I do feel like we're a bit far out, but I don't love any of our options. Let's just run a dive up the middle, and hopefully he can chug through with some blocks for the touchdown. Is unfortunate again. This Panthers defense on the run stop in the middle when it is Sony Michel, and you know we're kind of trying to chug through. He's doing a great job. So let's give the ball to Tua Tagovailoa in the air. We do have Tyreek on a slant here. Hopefully he can win off the line of scrimmage as he does. Give him the ball. Tyreek Hill, touchdown. 2 touchdowns in his last 2 games, back-to-back games with a touchdown, using Tyreek Hill more, as we do want to get him involved. We're paying him a lot of money. We need to make sure he is playing up to what we are paying him and up to his standards, I guess, because he's probably mad that we're not giving the ball. So we definitely want to keep him involved with the touchdowns. He looks happy on the sidelines. We are opposing when we're down 21-10, guys. Please focus up. The Carolina Panthers will have a chance to put up some more points with their 2-minute drill, using Jerome Baker over the middle, as he does have an inside zone. As McCaffrey's wide open out of the backfield, Javon Holland, please make this tackle as he can. And I think McCaffrey's gone. Please, Xavier Howard, get there. As Xavier Howard saves a touchdown. Oh my God, we are getting destroyed by Christian McCaffrey, Sam Darnold, and this Carolina Panthers team, man. Christian McCaffrey going back into his prime years. Obviously still in his prime, but he's been hurt a little bit. But he had that 1 year we had almost basically 2,000 yards, 1,000 receiving, 1,000 rushing. And now they score again to Blake Jarwin. Another touchdown for him as he's going crazy, dabbing on us like he's Cam Newton in his prime as the Panthers go up 28-10. As now we have a full 2 minutes to score. They scored in like 8 seconds, and they're up 28-10, man. This is not a great game for us, man. Starting from the 19-yard line, the Carolina Panthers have all the momentum. We are down 18 points, man. It's going to take a little bit of work to get back in this game. Let's give the ball to Jalen Waddle. And Tua misses the throw, but fortunately, it's not an interception. As Tua's stat line is looking very ugly. Hopefully, we can make that better on this drive, as we are going to be passing on this 2-minute drill, man. I hate this route. I hate the momentum here. But I do like it in terms of gameplay. As Edmonds is open out of the backfield, but Tua can't make the throw because of all the pressure on him. And it's already 3rd and 10, man. We need to convert this first down. As never mind, Mike McDaniel wants us to just run the ball. And honestly, I can't disagree. We're going to go with his call on here because we want them to waste a timeout. And hopefully we can make a stop and just go into the second half with a little bit less to lose, as we do make them use a timeout on that first play. So we will just be punting the ball. Let's hopefully make a stop and then get a score on the first drive and try and make this game a little interesting. As, man, the Panthers come in and are just shocking me, man. Really, like, I'm being so honest here. I had no idea this is what they were going to do. Our defense looks a little lost out there, which is surprising, as we make a nasty hit stick on Christian McCaffrey. Thank you, Keon Crossan. But yeah, they've come out with a bang, man. They came out and they've been firing 28-10. As you can see, the sliders are definitely working, but our defense just looks a little lost here, man. I feel like a couple misplays, Jerome Baker leaving McCaffrey. Like, McCaffrey's found himself open twice in the backfield as, like, guys are just leaving him. And on the second one, I wasn't playing right side. Sam Darnold's 10 for 12, 215 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, as I was making fun of him kind of and disrespecting him, and he took that personally. He's going crazy. 12 passes, only 2 incompletions, 4 touchdowns in the first half, and he has a chance to put up more here, as he will make another reception. As again, like I said, man, as you can see, obviously, like, it is me playing bad on defense clearly, but like I said, upping the sliders 2 and 3 for the QB accuracy and the wide receiver catching, that makes a huge difference. And as you can see, we're already down 18, and they might put up more points during this half, so clearly it is working. So going to the next game, I have to realize it's going to be a lot tougher than previously. As this is the Carolina Panthers, and we've played a lot of tougher teams like the Bills, like the Ravens, and some other teams. Oh my God, Jerome Baker with his 2nd sack of the game. Huge sack for Jerome Baker, so that might keep them from getting points. But like I was saying, we played some way better teams than the Panthers. Obviously, they don't have a guy like Christian McCaffrey, but they are like way better teams. and they were doing way worse. So even upping the sliders just 2 and 3 to those certain categories makes this so much harder, which is why I had them what they were before, just because, again, as I do give the ball to another Canadian like myself and Chuba Hubbard. Like I was talking about, upping those sliders too makes all the world of difference. Like you can see on this game, I wasn't lying. And again, if you know sliders, you know that's the case. Upping that just 2 makes it so much harder, which is why usually I have it set to that. Like when I made those sliders, it wasn't on the spot like thinking what would be good. Like I played a lot of franchises where I play the games. Those sliders initially were usually what works, and usually I do struggle a little bit. That's why I said we are going to lose some games. At the start of the series in episode 1, I said we are going to lose some games. This is what makes it realistic for me. But as you can see right now, like upping it by 2 and changing sliders makes it so much harder, even against a team like the Panthers. So with that in mind, like honestly, I probably will keep it the same just to make it tougher, as we are already 10-1. But man, usually I suggest using the initial sliders, but maybe as we go forward, we might change them back, or maybe in the next series we might change them back. For now, we'll keep it the same just because we are 10-1, as I shouldn't have clicked run inside. I should have clicked. I just ran inside and defended the inside run because I was on that tangent, so I wasn't even paying attention to the halftime thing, which is really stupid because we're going to need to start passing the ball, so that's really dumb by me. But like I was saying, maybe in the future of this series or in the next series, we'll change it back, or we'll see what works. But usually I'll lose those games against the Ravens, against the Bills, so we would only be like 8-3 or 7-4, whatever the case may be. But unfortunately, with these sliders and this upgrade, man, the Panthers are looking very dangerous, as they are containing us on offense as well, and we didn't change any of their defensive sliders, so that is definitely an issue as well. But like I've said, we're going to keep the sliders like it is for right now because we are 10-1, so we'll see what happens with that. Going with the toss here to Tyreek Hill as he gets the ball out of the back. Let's keep Tyreek involved as he tries to juke back inside. Man, this Panthers defense is looking very dangerous, limited to only 40 yards, as we need his arm to get going here. Mike McDaniel clearly agrees it's already 3rd down, man. I hate this momentum stuff. It makes it realistic, which I like. It makes it harder, which I like, but it's really hard to do as R1 is wide open. Please go up the field. Chase Edmonds, don't go out of bounds as he makes the catch, but you need to go up the field, use the playmaker, and we're going to go for it right now because if we can't score on this first drive, the game's going to be over anyway. We're just going to run this mesh concept, and hopefully this works. This might be a stupid decision, but we definitely need to score on this possession. Jalen Waddle is open, and Tua cannot hit him as it's inaccurate. He had a guy wide open. Maybe I was backing up too much, and this game is looking really bad here. Now they get the ball on the 31-yard line, man. This is looking tough. Honestly, I'm just going to use this as practice to see what we can do against this slider set. And hopefully, again, McCaffrey is wide open out of the backfield. Who is supposed to be covering McCaffrey? Is it me? Because I have no idea because of the momentum. As McCaffrey scores another touchdown, this game is bad. This might be the first time I get blown out on my channel, man. This is bad, man. Increasing the sliders. Carolina Panthers doing everything. McCaffrey having a crazy game. If you have him in fantasy for this game, this is looking real rough. One play for 31 yards, 7 seconds, and a touchdown, man. As we need to get back into this. We need to get some momentum back to hopefully put up some yards here, put up some points. But this is not looking good for our team so far. Right when Tua threw that pick, man, it all went downhill from there. So definitely need to get back on track starting now. We're going to go back to the run just for the start of this drive, and obviously we're going to go back to the pass just because that is something we have to do. Let's give the ball to Raheem Mostert. Alec Ingle, get that block. And Raheem Mostert is dealing in front. Teron Armstead, get that block. Run outside Raheem Mostert. I did that to get that block for Teron Armstead because he would have caught up to us anyway. As you do get a bunch of yards, as Raheem Mostert is one of the only players having a great game today. So we definitely want to continue that. As I do like we are choosing a bunch of different plays here, which is obviously really nice. Let's see if we can get the pass going now with this play. As we do have... I don't see anyone open. So I'm going to give it up to Gesicki as he tries to make the aggressive catch. Just give him a 50-50 ball. I was going to hope that he would get it over that cornerback, but unfortunately he cannot do that. So you go to with this wide show play. This is a very interesting play. Let's see what we have here as I am going to be blocking Chase Edmonds just to have a little bit of extra time in the pocket. Let's see who can get open. I believe Mike Gesicki is open down the field, but unfortunately their linebacker comes across to swat the ball away, man. This is so tough, man. And I didn't even touch their defense. Their defense just came to play as we are struggling with this momentum. Hopefully we can get going here with this drive. We need to convert as we are playing 4-down football. Mike Gesicki does get open on that side. As did he get his feet in? Thank God he did. And now Teron Armstead is hurt, and he looks badly hurt. He dropped to his knees because of his hand or something. This game could not get any worse. Teron Armstead injured. We're getting blown out, man. This is bad. And Teron Armstead looks pissed. He's on the bench. Please don't be a bad injury. Carolina's even challenging. Watch them take this play away too. Please, Teron. Honestly, if we lose this game, it's whatever, dude. It's actually whatever. Teron Armstead, is more important because we're going to be 10-2 even if we lose this game. I need Teron Armstead healthy. If Teron Armstead gets hurt here, I will be furious because then nothing should have came out of this game. Please, Teron Armstead, don't be hurt. I couldn't care less about this play, honestly. Please, Teron Armstead, don't be hurt. Please. That would be so horrible coming out of this game. This is nothing game at this point. We're down 25 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Please, Teron Armstead, be healthy. As Liam Eichenberg finds his way back into the lineup, subbing in for Teron Armstead, who is hurt. Let's cut this back with Chase Edmonds. Juke back inside, and he does do a good job to get a good amount of yards. As he has 7 rushes, 31 yards, but he does have that fumble. As thank God it's only an elbow sprain. Jesus Christ, the way he was going down, he dropped to his knees and then was sitting on the bench looking mad as hell. Thank God he's okay. That is huge for me. And honestly, let's still try and get some running yards here. As if we're not even going to win this game, which again, I'm not trying to submit to that right now, but obviously chances are we're going to lose this game. If we can just get that XP boost to our offensive lineman, that's good for me. Let's run this Y cross play. It is forward down football for the rest of this game anyway, so honestly, it's crazy to me, like I'm recording this, it's crazy that we're even in this position. Like, I never imagined that I would ever be in this position. Let's just throw it up here. That's a horrible throw, and that's an interception. That was just stupid. I just threw it up to Cedric Wilson. That was, honestly, the game's over. I just threw it up. That was dumb. Honestly, we're probably going to we'll put Teddy Bridgewater in to end this game here, as I don't want to keep ruining Tua's stats with stupid interceptions like that. Both interceptions were super stupid and super dumb, so definitely want to limit that. As McCaffrey has his X Factor activated, he cannot go down as it forces him out of bounds with Xavier Howard making the tackle. Thank God. Look at his stat line rushing. It's honestly we're clamping him in the run game, but receiving wise, he's just going crazy out of the backfield. So definitely again, look at Christian McCaffrey. That X Factor is so scary out of the backfield. Please get over there, Channing Tindall, as they have a guy wide open. Robbie Anderson in the middle. Jawan Horn lays the boom. Sam Darnold, 13 for 15, 5 touchdowns, 260 yards. Like I said, with the sliders, man, he's going crazy. So he has an incredible game here. Please, let's just make a stop here. We're going to put Teddy Bridgewater in, and that'll pretty much be the game. Christian McCaffrey just making an insane block. Xavier Howard getting beat in man-to-man coverage by Isaiah McKenzie. First of all, why is Isaiah McKenzie on the Panthers? Second of all, Xavier Howard getting beat by that. Like, oh man, this game, honestly, this is a throwaway game. This is really just a throwaway game when we get back into the locker room. I'm literally just going to tell the boys, just put this in your head, throw it away. Let's get used to this new slider set. It is going to be harder, so we definitely have to get used to covering guys a little bit better. But honestly, I'm just going to tell them, just forget about this game. Our whole season's been incredible. This is our first real bad game, honestly. Like, honestly, even the Bucs game that we lost, we were close and we were in it the whole way. We went to overtime. This is the first bad game we played this entire season. So with that in mind, like, honestly, put this in your head, put it in the garbage, lock it away. We will not be thinking about this game for the rest of the series, man. This is just to keep us in check, to remember that we ain't shit, man. We got to focus up. We cannot go in thinking games against the Panthers will be easy. So honestly, it's just a reminder of what we can do is look at those new sliders, man, putting in work. Like I said, that usually would be an incompletion or even a completion where we get the tackle, but look at Sam Darnold with that. With those slider updates, we definitely need to play a little bit better defense and focus up a little bit more, as they are about to put up more points on this drive. As he might have another passing touchdown as he goes to his fullback. Sam Darnold has 6 passing touchdowns as he is letting up this Dolphins defense, man. We are just going to start chewing clock and trying to end this game because I want to get out of here. Down 42-10. This is horrible. I did not think this is what was going to happen when I initially started to record this game, man. And we're down 42-10. As I will be putting in, they're showing Tua right now, but I'm going to put Teddy Bridgewater in. Actually, I'll do that right now while the game is paused. Let's go into the depth chart. Obviously, this is just for this game. We're going to put Teddy Bridgewater in for the rest of this game, see what he can do as the quarterback. And again, like I said, just a game where we need to forget about it. Just need to move on from this game. Can't really think about it too much. Just a reminder that we need to keep playing and remember to not overlook these bad teams, as we did have that whole trap game scenario last game, but clearly it is this game with the trap game scenario as Teddy two-glove Bridgewater finds his way into the game. Let's give the ball to Raheem Mostert. Nice block by Alec Ingold. Tyreek, make a block, please. He doesn't, as Raheem Mostert is the only player having a good game in this game, as he has 100 rushing yards. Again, I think that's 3 games in a row with 100 rushing yards. Let's see if we can get Teddy Bridgewater going with the play-action pass. Let him get into the game a little bit. But again, this is really not what I had in mind when I came in to be recording this video. As does he have Tyreek open? He makes an amazing throw to Tyreek Hill. Great throw from Teddy Bridgewater, as that is awesome to see as he runs outside. Let's go to 2 clock here because again, don't want to be in this game too much. Let's go with the cross-shake play. See if we can get Waddle open. See if we can get Tyreek open down the field. for Teddy Bridgewater. He's not a guy that likes to throw it down the field either, but we definitely need to get it open. Jalen Waddle is open on the sideline, but unfortunately, Teddy Bridgewater does miss a man. As we do want to keep this clock moving, let's go with the run with Raheem Mostert. We might as well keep using him here. As if we can get a block here, we will have space, even though they're rushing a lot. As we do open up a hole, thank you, Austin Jackson. Great block from you. Raheem Mostert makes a juke inside, and we are into the red zone to try and put up some points here. Raheem Mostert continues to put up yards. We are going to go away from him a little bit just because we don't want him to get hurt because he's clearly our starting running back. But, yeah, that's really unfortunate to see, man. This whole game really sucks. Let's give the ball to Chase Edmonds. Give him a couple blocks, please. As no, we don't. J.C. Treader and Austin Jackson misses that block on that linebacker. And Chase Edmonds gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage or right behind the line of scrimmage. So that is really sucky to see, man. I'm saying words I'd never say. I don't even know what I'm saying, man. This game, I just want to get out of here, to be honest, as we will give the ball to Cedric Wilson on this little toss play. Get a block from Raheem Mostert as he does get like a yard, maybe 2. As the Panthers defense has been okay, like based on their points allowed, but they are really clamping us up. As again, that's what really worries me is because obviously our defense did need to make a change after that slider change because we had no idea what was coming. The issue is I did not change any of the sliders on defense, so the Panthers defense is playing exactly the same they were as before. So this is crazy. Like their defense is the same, and they've been shutting our offense down. As a nice throw there from Teddy Bridgewater to get Jalen Waddle open for the touchdown. Jalen Waddle and Tyreek both scoring touchdowns. Like this is just get your stats up, boys. Like get your stats up, and we'll just get out of this game down 42-17. Hopefully the Panthers start to run the clock out because I would really appreciate that from them. But again, this game's over 42-18 or 42-17. Sorry. And we're kicking it off back to the Carolina Panthers. Hopefully they can show some pity here and just run the clock out. We just want to get out of this game. I've been saying that for the second half. The entire second half, that's all I've been saying. Like, I have no idea what else to say than this team really didn't show up to play today, and we need to improve that as, again, hopefully they will start running the ball here. And it's funny because McCaffrey hasn't done anything on the ground, really, as he will go to him on the ground here. As he hasn't really done anything on the ground. He only has 7 rushes for 29 yards. Like, that's okay. He's obviously averaging just over 4 yards per carry. But based on, like, other people and, like, other players, like, that's not that crazy, especially for a player at the caliber of Christian McCaffrey. But he's doing all of his work in the air. Good tackle by Channing Tindall there to force third and medium. But honestly, defense played horribly. Offense played horribly. This is a game we just need to move on from. Get into the locker room, just move on to the next game. I kind of forget who we're playing next week. I think it's the Giants who we play next week. As, again, Blake Jarwin continues to be amazing as a tight end, man. What the hell? Look at Sam Darnold's stat line. I told you he was going to play better just based on that QB accuracy stuff. He's only missed 2 passes, 6 passing touchdowns. I told you moving it up 2 was going to make a massive difference, so that is definitely unfortunate. We're just gonna use Raekwon Davis in the middle here as they will continue to run. Good tackle by Javon Holland. Maybe I'll tune it down a bit, but honestly, I don't want to because I just want to see how it plays based off after one game and getting used to it. So next game, we'll use these exact same slides. We'll just use Jack Saban in the middle here as they continue to run. Good tackle by Jerome Bakers. Now they want to make some stops, holding up to 10 rushes for 31 yards. But yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to use the same slider set for the next game. And then if this happens, like, again, where basically he only misses 2 passes, which, again, is a little unrealistic if you ask me, especially against a caliber of defense, which our defense is. If they do that again, we'll lower the touch. I won't go back to the original slider set because we were 10-1 under that slider set. But I'll lower the QB accuracy down 1, and I will lower the receiver accuracy down 1 or 2 just to make it a little bit more even. But yeah, the Panthers came out, and they're about to go up 45-17 as he kicks that right down the middle, down 45-17 as I'm getting blown out. As I'm getting blown out on my own. This is not what you like to see, man. You never love to see this, but again, a little bit of a downer episode as we've been on a winning streak. We've been doing great this season. Again, I still think on the whole our team is very, very good. We're going to be 10-2 after this game, so on the whole, our team is still very good, but definitely we want to make sure that this does never happen again. I never want to see this again, basically. That's where I'm at, so that is where we're at. Teddy Bridgewater is in the game again for a second drive. Let's see what he can do, as he does have Mike Gesicki open over the middle, as Mike Gesicki makes a nice grab, as they are still trying to strip the ball, still get the ball from us. Teddy Bridgewater putting up a nice stat line so far in garbage time, but honestly, good for him. Let's give the ball to Chase Edmonds and see what he can do. Thank God we're chewing clock. This hopefully will be the last drive of this game. We can just get out of here. As again, they're just trying to keep everything in front of them and keep everything from us just scoring. And honestly, they'll even let us score as long as we take a lot of time. So look at Sam Darnold, happy as hell over there on the sideline, dapping up Christian McCaffrey, man. Not what I envisioned coming into this game, so it's really unfortunate as my voice is even getting lower. But as you go to Chase Edmonds out of the backfield, as he cuts it back inside. Teddy Bridgewater, man, he's doing good in garbage time. I can't be mad at him. 5 for 6, as you do have a quality backup. Like I do think Teddy Bridgewater is a quality backup, so that is nice to have. As I do see Cedric Wilson open, Teddy Bridgewater is that a completely catch? Man, if Teddy Bridgewater made that throw, that would have been incredible. As he was rolling out to his left, throwing with his right because it's not Tua, so I kind of forgot about that. But they're only rushing 3. Let's see if we can get Chase Edmonds going here as we get easy blocks. And they still make the tackle. How do we not get one block there from Robert Hunt or Connor Williams? That was horrible. 3rd and 7, man, as we will be forced to pass here with Teddy Bridgewater. Let's just get this first down so we can continue to run this clock down and then just end this game, man. This is not a great game for the brand as we do have R1 in over the middle open. Miles Gaskin was wide open and Teddy Bridgewater misses him. That is precisely why he's the backup. As obviously we're going to go for it on this 4th down because why not, literally. So hopefully we can get a first down here. If we can see anyone open, Tyreek Hill does make a nice cut on that corner out and he gets wide open. To bring us into the red zone, as let's just keep going with a pass here with Teddy Bridgewater. That will bring us down to the 2-minute warning. Hopefully this is the last drive. We're not even trying to score really. Like obviously I'll put up points, but we are just trying to get out of this game and just move on, man. Just move on to the next week here. As Chase Edmonds is open out of the backfield, he makes a nice grab and gets tackled for 4 yards. But again, Teddy Bridgewater doing fine in garbage time. He's doing a pretty solid job as our backup. Honestly, this is exactly what you want from your backup, so it is what it is. Hopefully we could put up a touchdown here just to give a little bit of confidence to us going in. As I see R1 open, Jalen Waddle come back to the ball, please, thank you, as he fights for that first down. And again, not too good of a game here. Kind of just wanted to move on. Looking at the stats is going to be very ugly, but it is what it is. Let's just go with the inside zone here with Chase Edmonds, as that will be the last play of the game. As Chase Edmonds will fight for the first down. And honestly, I'll run one more play here, see if we can get a touchdown on this last play to see what we can do. I'll give the ball to Chase Edmonds here. And again, if he can get a touchdown here, that'd be cool. As Teddy Bridgewater will go back to snap just to see what Chase Edmonds can do. Add a couple touchdowns to Chase Edmonds as he does get a touchdown with 1 second left. So good for Chase Edmonds, man. You get a touchdown, making up for the fumble. As we do make the score a little bit more nice to look at. 45-24 will be the final of this game. Carolina Panthers putting the beating on your Miami Dolphins, the league's leading Miami Dolphins in terms of record. So based on record, the best team. And now we do get beat by the Carolina Panthers, man, as we will be 10-2 instead of 10-1 instead of 11-1. That's really unfortunate because that is something I did want to see. I don't know why he took a knee. He could just went out, wasted the 1 second, but now we're forced to run a play, as they will just need the ball out. Sam Darnold needing the ball on the Miami Dolphins, something he can never do on the Jets as the division rivals. As the Carolina Panthers walk into Hard Rock Stadium, put a beating on the Miami Dolphins, and walk out with their heads held high. Feeling good, looking good against the Miami Dolphins. So I guess this was the real trap game, and last week's episode, or yesterday's episode against the Jets, wasn't the trap game. As Sam Darnold probably put up the perfect game, 158.3, 17 for 19, 6 touchdowns, no picks, 89% completion percentage. One of the greatest games for a quarterback in recent memory. Tua not doing great, 6 completions for 14 attempts, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Tua had the same amount of completions as Sam Darnold had touchdowns. Wow, this was horrible. At least our running game was good, I guess. Raheem Mostert 140 yards, Chase Edmonds 48 yards. McCaffrey we held him under 4 yards per carry, but if we go to receiving now, we'll see what McCaffrey did. 3 receptions, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns. Blake Jarwin 74 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill had 53 yards and a touchdown. Waddle 25 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, sacks-wise, Jerome Baker had 2, Nick Needham had 1. They didn't even have any sacks. They just dominated us that much. 2 picks from Xavier Woods and Shaq Thompson, and then kicking-wise, nothing really to show there. What a horrible game from the Miami Dolphins, man. I really just want to get out of here. End this episode, please. Hopefully we don't have too much to do after this game because, again, just trying to get out of here, advance the week, and kind of just move on from this game. As we do have the results of the Trench Blues press conference. Coach, another huge day on the ground up front. It's starting to feel like this offensive line can overpower any defense they face. Yes, because after that game where the league's best team loses to Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers, where the Panthers dominate, we're still focused on how the offensive line did really well with the run game. It's a testament to the work those guys put in every week, but it's the trenches or the buffet table. They're up to the challenge that comes their way. Yeah, hopefully we're putting a little bit of a diss there to our offensive lineman because the whole team played horribly. I don't know how we're getting XP for that, but I'll take it with the run game. But horrible week. Let's move on to next week with the Giants. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.